Imagine you are listening to the confessions of criminals who committed serious crimes, but, astonishingly, some of their confessions were stranger than the crimes themselves. How do they think? And what are the reasons that made them do that? In this video, we will reveal the strangest and most astonishing confessions made by the most famous serial killers throughout history. Get ready, because what you will hear and see will make you rethink many things. Jeffrey Dahmer, known as the Cannibal, committed horrifying crimes between 1978 and 1991, where he killed about 17 men. He engaged in heinous acts with them, such as keeping and mutilating parts of their bodies, and even went as far as eating their organs. He was arrested in 1991 after one of his victims managed to escape. He was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of release.
How did you think of killing people and mutilating their genitals?
I started watching pornography until it affected me a lot. One night, I went to a gay bar and then brought a young man with me to a hotel room. I had no intention of harming him. And when I woke up in the morning, I found that he had one of his ribs broken and had serious injuries. I expect that I had beaten him until he died.
Why do you photograph your victims after killing them?
This was my way to remember their forms and natural beauty.
Why did you only cut their genital organs?
Because I could not keep their bodies with me entirely, I decided to keep the great parts of their skeletons. Then I started to deviate more when I developed a great obsession with cannibalism. I was eating the heart, and this way made me feel that the victims became a part of me.
Where did you hide the victims' organs?
In the bedroom closet, there was a closed iron box. One day, my father came to visit me and happened to see that box and started wondering what was inside. He didn't know, and no one else knew what was inside.
What exactly was in that box?
At that moment, it contained a mummified head and the genitals of a young man. I had met him before.
If you were out of prison now, would you continue committing murders?
Most likely, yes. If I hadn't been caught, I would have continued committing other crimes.
Nothing can stop me from doing that. Aileen Wuornos was an American serial killer who killed 7 men in 1 year. She claimed that her victims tried to assault her as she worked in prostitution and targeted her clients. She was arrested in 1991 and sentenced to death. And this is one of her interviews before the execution.
Did you kill 7 men?
Yes, I killed them and I am proud of it.
Why did you kill all those men without a reason?
I killed them because of the police. They let me continue killing them one by one. They didn't arrest me until I reached 7 people.
Why did you only kill men? Do you hate them?
I never hated men before. Now I hate them. Not all men, but I have a classification. I hate malicious males and I also hate bad police officers. I hate men from judges and lawyers, all of them without exception.
Do you want the death penalty to be carried out on you and to die?
I am not afraid of death at all. Even if I leave this planet, I will never change my mind. Richard Ramirez, known as the Night Stalker, was a serial killer.
He terrorized California between the years 1984 and 1985. He committed 14 murders but claimed that the real number was higher, in addition to assault crimes and torturing his victims in a brutal manner. He killed his victims by following satanic rituals and made sure to leave their symbols at the crime scenes. He was arrested in the year 1985 after people chased him in the street, caught him, and handed him over to the police. In the year 1990, he was sentenced to death.
How did you commit all these crimes by yourself?
I believe that the majority of people have the potential and inclination to commit such crimes, but they are afraid and choose not to do so, not because they are better than us, as is commonly believed, but because they are imprisoned by their fear and their desire to enter paradise.
Why did you harm these people and kill them in a satanic manner?
I cannot answer this question right now. As for the devil, I believe in the existence of a malevolent being, and it is difficult for me to describe it to you, but I feel its presence with me while killing people, and it helps me with its evil power. How do you think about carrying out the death penalty? I don't care about this punishment, and I don't care what will happen to me.
I never cared from the beginning. Arthur Shawcross, known as the Genesee River Killer, was an American serial killer. His crimes began in 1972, when he killed 2 children, which led to his imprisonment, but he was released after 14 years. Between 1988 and 1989, he committed a new series of crimes where he killed 11 women in New York, most of whom were homeless. He was arrested in 1990 and sentenced to life imprisonment. When asked about how he committed his crimes, this was his answer. Do you remember how you killed the children and women? Yes, but I don't want to go into all the details. Okay? How exactly did you kill them?
Most of them by strangulation. When you strangle them, how do you know they are dead?
I don't know exactly. But when their body completely relaxes and can't resist, it takes about 5 minutes, sometimes less. Joseph Callinger is the most mentally disturbed among them, and just by seeing him, you realize he suffers from a clear psychological disorder.
He began his criminal career as a serial killer with the help of his son Michael in 1974 and 1975, during which they committed 3 murders, and one of their victims was a family member. Joseph suffered from severe psychological disorders in addition to hallucinations and delusions that made him believe he had a divine mission. God forbid. He killed 4 people, including his 14-year-old son. He was arrested in the year 1975 and sentenced to life imprisonment. This might be one of the strangest interviews you will ever watch. Did you kill your son?
Yes, I did it. Why did you kill him? It was a sacrifice that was requested of me. I was going to kill millions of people on Earth, and my son was the initial sacrifice to ensure my superpowers. That's why it was necessary to kill one of my offspring, so that my heart would become as hard as stone. Then I would kill all the people on the surface of the earth. After that, I would move on to kill my entire family. And in the end, I would end my life and then become a god.
What is your opinion on the death penalty being carried out on you? I object to it. The authorities do not have the right to kill you, but you have the right to kill people without any reason.
I don't think anyone has the right to kill people except me. When I am under the influence of hallucinations, I hear voices from God. Do you still suffer from these hallucinations?
Yes, I still suffer from them most of the time. Do you feel like you want to use violence?
Yes, always.
What do you feel you want to do exactly?
Killing people.
Do you still feel a greater desire to kill people?
Yes.
Can you describe to me the feeling of wanting to kill people?
On the 11th of March, I was hallucinating and took a razor blade and cut the throat of a man I didn't know.
Is it here in this psychiatric hospital?
Yes.
Do you think you will kill Yago?
Yes.
This is dangerous what you're saying, Joe.
Yes, I know that.
Don't blame me when I say I wish you wouldn't leave this place.
I hope I don't go out too.
Charles Manson was the leader of a criminal cult in the 60s. He founded a group called the Manson family. He had a strong personality that enabled him to convince his followers to commit horrific crimes. One of his most famous crimes was the murder of a famous actress who was pregnant and 6 other people in the year 1970. His goal was to ignite a racial war inspired by a song from a band he liked. He was arrested in 1970. He was sentenced to death. In this interview, he responded to the charges against him.
Are you sorry for what you did, Charles? Sorry for what? You people are the reason. You did everything to me. You wronged me. Doesn't that give me the right to compensate myself with my own hands? Maybe I didn't do everything I wanted enough, and I might feel ashamed for not doing enough. I have the right to do anything to you people whenever I want, because of everything you did to me. Spitting in my face and abusing me, then putting me in jail for no reason. What do you expect from me when I get out of here? Do you not feel guilty at all? There is nothing that makes me feel guilty. I haven't done anything that makes me feel ashamed. Maybe I should have killed at least 500 people. Then I would have felt better, as if I had done a useful service to society. Do you want to kill us too? If I wanted to kill any of you, I would take this book and hit you on the head until death, and I wouldn't feel anything.
Do you feel guilty? Are you angry? Believe me, if I start killing people again, none of you will remain alive. In your opinion, what is the reason people commit murders like you in this way? Dance like me. Dance with me.
I think I am always new, always wonderful.
I don't know who you are after being imprisoned for 20 years. What are you hiding? Tell me in one sentence. How have you become now?
I don't know what you're saying. I am very happy.
Ted Bundy is one of the most notorious criminals in history, targeting girls between the years 1974 and 1978. He used his charm and intelligence to deceive his victims. He claims to be injured or in need of help, then brutally attacks them. He confessed to killing 30 women. But he said the real number is much higher because his list of victims is long, and he cannot remember them all. He managed to escape from prison twice, and during his second escape, he attempted to kill another person before being captured again. He was sentenced to death, and the execution was carried out using the electric chair in the year 1990. In a short interview, he said something strange and dangerous. Follow his statement carefully.
What are the reasons that made you kill only girls? I was an ordinary person until I met many men who had motives for violence just like me, and they were heavily influenced by the world of pornography, which dominated their minds.
And they exploit girls for sex. Over the years of associating with them, I also became fully involved like them. The effects were very profound, consuming me completely. My life turned into an addiction to pornography, no doubt about it. Even the study conducted by the Federal Bureau of Investigation on Serial Killers showed the results. The most common thing among these criminals is pornography addiction, and this is a real and true fact.
No matter how strange or shocking the confessions of the killers are, we must always be aware that these are criminals who have deviated from the path, and there is no excuse for what they have done. We do not recount their stories to sympathize with them, but to take a lesson and learn. Evil exists and sometimes comes in unexpected forms, but it is our responsibility to be vigilant, stay away from darkness, and not follow the path of the devil. We ask God to protect us and you from all harm. And you, dear viewer, share your opinion with us in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to our channel to receive all the latest updates.